Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. This is the right place to be right now. So welcome, everyone, on live stream as well. We're going to start here by singing together. You can join in with us. You can listen. You can dance, and no one else will know. On page 24 in your songbooks, you'll find It's in Every One of Us. Page 24. It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up both your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing why. It's in every one of us by and by. It's in every one of us to be free. Find yourself, open your eyes and see. We can all have everything without ever knowing how. It's in every one of us here and now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Amy Roberts, and I'm your Leadership Council Person of the Day. If you all remember, we announced last week we've kind of changed up the order, and that we're doing our announcements and our affirmation first, and then we lead into our content, so we can get the most of our content. I want to thank everyone who's here It's a beautiful spring day, and thank everyone who's watching online. And I'm going to jump right into our announcements. So here's our Sunday share. We have a spring cleanup coming in April 23rd at 10 a.m. and April 25th at 10 a.m. until ? So we're looking for people to come, bring your gloves, your shears, your clippers if you have them. We're going to do a spring cleanup around this area. I don't know, do we need any signups for this, or is it just show up and...
Please sign up. There's a sign up in the back. There's a sign up on Realm.
Okay, sign up in the back and a sign up on Realm. So please show up, and it should be beautiful weather. Then our second announcement is, this is super exciting. We're going to have a float on Silver Creek. Has anyone floated Silver Creek before? Yes, it is glorious. And it will be glorious with birds and probably deer and animals. It's scheduled for Saturday, May 16 at 10 a.m. Our own Eric Newman has been organizing. There's a sign up on Realm and a sign up on the bulletin board. You can bring your own kayak, your own canoe, your own paddleboard, or we have an opportunity to rent them from an outfit in Cary. There is a cost involved for renting them, and that's on the signups. And then afterwards, the group will meet for lunch at Fuego in Gannett. And you're welcome to come to either or both, but I would recommend doing both. And then the last announcement is this Sunday. This Sunday is the next new member Sunday. That doesn't make sense. Today is the new member Sunday. If anyone's interested in knowing more about what it means to be a member, please stay after service for about a 15-minute roundtable. And also, I forgot to mention, if anyone is totally new here, we do have a welcome packet that we'd be happy to share with you. So, all right. All right, now we're going to read our monthly affirmation. It's in your handout in the middle and in red. And this is April's Everyday Enlightenment Affirmation. So we'll read it together. I know my worth and trust my inner will as I move through my day with energy, vitality, and purpose. And now I'll let you settle in, and I would like to bring on our practitioner of the day, Leslie Hollister.
Good morning. I'm Leslie Hollister, licensed practitioner here at Light on the Mountains. Let's take a few minutes, and I invite you to settle in, close your eyes if that feels good to you. Recognizing that divine presence, that divine intelligence, the cause back of all, that expresses itself as us, in us, as us, and through us. It is that place within, with deep knowing, a deep sense of peace, a knowing and a feeling of love and joy and fun. It is all good. We feel and we experience this expression here at Light on the Mountains with everyone who joins together, whether in person or online, or even someone who watches the recording. It is such a blessing to be here all together, expressing that divine presence within all. It is good, it is love, it is peace, it is beauty. And I am grateful that we all get to be here together. And so it is. Well, I was looking for something to read that goes along with willpower, all of that. And I thought, well, it'll show up. And something showed up. And I like to say that, there's so much, it seems like there's so much heaviness in the world. So I'm going to read a little bit of something good. At least I think it's good. I think you will too. It's under the technique of acquiring faith. One cannot be a good student of the science of mind who is filled with fear and confusion. We must keep ourselves in a state of equilibrium, in a state of poise, peace, and confidence, in a state of spiritual understanding. By spiritual understanding is not meant anything strange or unnatural, but merely that the belief in goodness must be greater than any apparent manifestation of its opposite. It is this science of faith we are seeking to uncover, a definite technique that will conduct our minds through a process of thought, if necessary, to that place which the sublime minds of all ages have reached by direct intuition. There is no one who believes more in faith, more in prayer, or more in the necessity of the divine will being done than he who practices daily the science of mind. He or she has relieved her mind of the morbid sense that the will of God can be the will of suffering. For if there were a suffering God, and if we are eternal beings, then we should suffer through all eternity. But a suffering God is an impossibility. We suffer because we are not in both conscious and subjective communication with the affirmative side of the universe. All human misery is a result of ignorance, and nothing but knowledge can free us from this ignorance and its effect. It is wonderful to contemplate the mental attitude of people who are not afraid to believe their prayers will be answered and are not afraid to say, "I know." We shall all arrive at the same assurance, this perfect faith, in such degree as we cease contemplating the universe as opposed to itself, as we cease having the will to do or to be that which is contrary to the universal good. There is nothing in the universal order that denies the individual's good or self-expression, so long as such self-expression does not contradict the general good, does not contradict goodness itself. There is nothing in the universe that denies us the right to be happy, if our happiness does not deny or interfere with the general good. The universe remains unlimited, though the whole world has suffered a sense of limitation. We should be careful not to divide our mental house against itself. Having announced the law of liberty, we must not deny it. When we shall all know the truth, then ways and means and methods will be found for the freedom of all. The mold of acceptance is the measure of our experience. The infinite fills all molds and forever flows into new and greater ones. Within us is the unborn possibility of limitless experience. Ours is the privilege of giving birth to it. Isn't that good news? I love it. Yes. And now with the will to how to get it done. Is that it? I'm not.
Here I come. Thanks, Leslie. That was grand. Good morning, everyone. Oh, there you go. A thought of the day. I have had a wonderfully abundant week, and I've spent lots of time in the Catholic Church this week. I was there to sing in the choir for a funeral earlier in the week, and I played for a funeral on Friday, and I played Mass last night, and I'm going to run away when this service is done and run over and play Mass this morning. And I always find it fascinating when I spend a bit of time there, because I'm very much not Catholic. But I am very much intrigued by the energies and passions and commitment that I find when I'm in the building. And the building itself has mattered to me since it was built. I was fortunate enough to sing on the dedication of that building. And a grand building it is. Though I have to tell you, if you've ever known, you could go in and you could write on the wall because the wallpaper was, well, they're replacing the wallpaper. And you can't, it's still fuzzy, but you can't write on it. I'm sure that's making some people really happy. But years ago, when I was playing there full time, I was walking up the steps from the basement, and the bishop was there. And he was drawing this beautiful dove on the wall. And he turned to me and he said, "Is this frowned upon?" And I said, not as much now as it was 5 minutes ago. The challenge for me is for me to walk into someone else's house, to honor that house, and to be totally me. There, I find the challenge rather easy. I am welcomed as who I am. They know I belong to you. They know I'm on loan. They're grateful. They allow me to express myself in ways that matter to me. And I honor that it's their house. You know, when you go to someone's house and the rules are that you take your shoes off, whether that's the rules in your own house or not, you go to someone else's house, you take your shoes off. Anyway, I don't know what all that meant, but it was on my mind. Do you know this song? Gonna build a mountain from a little hill.